Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. This is episode 16, Mondays with Coach Rice. How you doing this Monday morning? Welcome to my special edition of Mother's Day on my podcast. Today I'm dedicating this episode to all incredible moms out there. I am your host, Coach Rice, your professional certified life and health coach and trained mental counselor. So I know Mother's Day is not until Sunday, but I wanted to take out the time to dedicate this podcast to all the mothers out there. Whether you have birthed a child into the world, fostered a child, adopted a child, or whatever way that you are in the role of a mom, I just want to take out the time to celebrate you. This podcast is specifically for that. I'm still in my relationship series where the art of fostering healthy relationships. So I thought this is part 5 actually. And so I wanted to, I named it Honoring Mom Through Relationship, because when you think about Mother's Day, it's all about the relationship and it's all about honor. And what does that look like, in a relationship with a mom? What does that look like on Mother's Day? Motherhood has a purpose. And so if you notice, Mother's Day is a holiday that's celebrated all throughout the world. But it's interesting because you see now when you go in the stores, you see all the flowers, you see the chocolates, you see the restaurants filling up with all kind of, reservations. Everybody is ready. They ready to celebrate that day with their mom, and which is absolutely wonderful. And really getting to the heart of it, though, sometimes they do it just because it's just that day. And mothers, because motherhood is such a special role and such a role of honor, you got to understand what honor means in order to really understand what it looks like to celebrate your mom on Mother's Day. It's not just a day that the world made up. True, they made it up, but how do you really honor your mother that day? I want you guys, as I go through the podcast, think about, do I know what it means? Do I know what it really means to honor my mom? And what does the relationship with my mom mean to me personally? I find it's hard to honor something or someone when you don't understand what honor means in the context of that specific relationship, or in the context of what it means to honor something. And so honoring, your mother, that means that you revere, you respect her in word, not just in word, but also in action. There's an inward attitude of the value for the position she holds. And so when you honor your mom, you really honoring her for who she is, not for what she can do for you. That's a key point I want to bring out. Honoring your mom is so important that God deemed it that important enough to make it a command. If you notice in the Bible, it say honor your mother and father. But one of the things that I noticed in the Bible as I was reading that particular commandment is that it never was conditional. It didn't say honor your mother and father if they did this, this, and this. It never said that. It never said honor your mother and father until you get a specific age. It never said that. So how do we look at that? Because that's important. When I think about my role as a mom, I feel very honored and privileged to be able to manage a whole life. It's interesting because God chose me to partner with him to manage the gift of another person, of another life. But he did it for a purpose. He did it so I can experience what it's like to have a relationship with him. That's the closest I'm gonna get to understanding the unconditional love, the patience, the sacrifice, the unwavering support that God gives me. I can only understand that through my relationship with a child, with my child. And so when I think about my mom, she's no longer with us. But when I think about, she was one of the most, she was an incredible mom. And although I didn't agree with a lot of things that she may have said or the way I felt like things should have been done, I still honored her. It's funny, I tell you a funny story about how much I honored her. I was over her visiting her. My mom was the type of person that if you visited her, you can't come in and kiss her and say, "Hey, how you doing?" and leave. No, you need at least 4 hours to visit or more because she valued quality time. I knew that about her. So when I sometimes I go over there, I sit down and we'll talk. I'll be over there for hours to the point of I might fall asleep. So when I was sitting in her chair and I fell asleep. She don't like to see you sleep in her chair. It's something about that she like getting to bed, sleep, getting to bed. And so I was sleeping in her chair and she go, get up and get in the bed. And I said, Mom, I'm gonna get up in a minute. Now mind you, I'm over 30. My son's sitting there watching and I'm kind of in and out. And she go, get your butt up or I'm gonna get the belt. And I was like, oh, I got a alert. I had this sense of alertness. Like, is she serious? I am over 30. That's what I'm saying to myself, but I would never say that to her. But I started to think about, wait a minute, my son right there. What would that look like if she really actually with me? So let me get up because she wasn't playing and I knew she really meant what she said because I know her. And that's what I'm getting to, like honoring your mom. You have to understand her personality, the way why she do the thing. You got to really get to know her. Just like in order for us to honor God, we have to get to know him. How can we honor something we don't know or someone we don't know? We can't do that. It's really impossible. And so I really got to know my mom, and I had the privilege of being her caregiver before she left the world. And that was a privilege and an honor within itself, because that's another commandment in the Bible where, it's a calling. God called me to take that journey with her, and it was very intimate. And so, but it was a privilege because of the unwavering support she has given me throughout my life, the endless love she's given me. She was so incredible. If you knew Shirley Ramona King, I kid you not, she welcomed everybody in our home. She was the heart of our gathering. She was the epitome of forgiveness. She was just an amazing woman, and I'm so grateful that I got a chance to honor her in her later days, because she well deserved, because this woman taught me everything about, she made me who I am today. And she instilled morals and values, not by saying it, but by actually walking in it. She was the model for that. And I so appreciate her, and I will give anything to have her with me again, but she's in my heart. But I want these children, I pray that you take this and really think about honoring your mother for who she is, not for what she can do for you, not because she don't agree with you, not because of anything. Honor her for who she is. The disrespect has to stop, because it's dishonorable to God. We have to respect our parents regardless of how we feel about what they're doing in their life. We have to respect them for who they are, for the position they hold. And so as we go through this amazing day, which is Sunday, as we go through Mother's Day, think about, how can I honor my mom? Not just today, but how can I honor her every day? Number one, honor her by understanding the value that she holds in your life and making sure that you get to know know her for, get to know her. I knew when my mother was hurting. I knew when she was happy. I knew when she needed me to. I could talk to her on the phone and know when she needed me to come over, because that's the type of relationship we had in our lives, and we had together, where we spent a lot of quality time together. It was never about what she could do for me. It was all about this incredible woman sitting in front of me that made me mad sometimes, but I never showed it because I had honored her enough to say, I may not like what you say, but I respect you enough not to respond. And that's what's important when it comes to relationships, of respecting your mom. I don't always agree with a lot of stuff, but she was looking out for my best interests. When I was younger, I remember somebody older than me wanted to hang out with me. She was like, "No, don't ever come back and ring my doorbell and asking to be with my daughter when you guys got a 10-year age gap. She has no reason to hang out with you." I was so embarrassed. But I honored my mom because I didn't say nothing. I didn't understand why she would embarrass. I didn't understand. I was embarrassed, but she was right. She was protecting me. And I may not understood what she was doing, but she was coming from a place of love. And a lot of times that's the intent of, parents, is that they come from a place of love, and sometimes it can be intrusive. And what we'll do is we'll back off, or we'll react. We have to be careful about that, because honoring your parents is so important that I don't know how you can have a relationship with God, or say you have a relationship with God, and you can't have a relationship with your actual earthly mom, or that brought you into the world. And so I just wanted to come on today to take out the time to honor us as mothers together, because it's amazing how moms have this unique way of touching our lives, each and every day. It's amazing how purposeful it is for her to be called to mother you, to mother you and be a part of your development. And so being a part of your development means she's instilling what she knows into you. And so as you grow and develop, you get a chance to honor her for what she has given you, even if it's not perfect. Because we don't parent perfect, because we flawed, but we parent out of what we've been taught and what we learn. And so parenting can look different for everybody, but most of all, let's just get rid of the disrespect, and let us start to honor our parents for who they are, not for what we want them to be, or for what they can do for us, but just for being the role they play in our life. So I just want to say, hey, to all the listeners out there who are moms, take a moment to reflect on what it means to be a mom, but also what it means for your mom to be your mom. And so I want to take out the time and say, just celebrate yourself. As you celebrate your mom, or you being celebrated as a mom, let's acknowledge the countless ways. I just want to just say thank you to all of you guys for the countless ways that you have shaped the world with your strength, resilience, and compassion, and how you love so unconditionally to your children. You are appreciated, you are valued, you are loved, and you are incredible. So I just want you to celebrate that day and enjoy it, and pre-happy Mother's Day from Coach Rice to all the mothers out there. You are valued and incredible. And I just want to say thank you for all that you do and continue to be the best mom that you can be. Rely on God to help you and just celebrate every day because you deserve it. So I just want to say thank you for listening and happy Mother's Day to you guys on Sunday. Let's celebrate us. Let's celebrate. So have a happy Monday. I'm signing off. This has been a wonderful day so far. It's early in the morning, but thank you for listening. Have a great Monday.